English translation, 138th, contact. Sunday, 19th of October, 1980, 23:10 hours.
Here, I brought you the results of the test. They are already pre-corrected, and I hope that this is done correctly. Sometimes I assessed half a point because the answers were only half correct. Can it be that way?
Certainly, we will leave it like that. It is correct when a partially right answer is also partially evaluated.
Then it is good. I was not sure, but I did that because I thought that it was fair. On the other hand, I am surprised at the good results, because after everything I did not expect this.
You are happily surprised?
I am.
Perhaps I will also be happy when I check the sheets.
You do not want to do that now?
No, because today, time is also limited for me. On Tuesday, I want to call you and give you an answer.
Also good. Then I can leave again.
No, not yet, because in the meantime, I have spoken with Quetzal.
Oh, you mean about the young trees?
Certainly.
Well, then fire away.
Quetzal tells you the following. On Earth, there are several basic rules for the forestry sector that are often violated, and the natural laws are also ignored. This is also true for the restocking of existing forests, but also with the stocking of newly forming forests. The main part of the mistake is that the land is too closely stocked, which means that the young trees are planted too close to each other. With the Earth humans, the mistaken view prevails that a close stocking for reasons of dangerous storms is justified, which does not, however, actually correspond to the truth. The too close distances between planted trees hinders growth on the one hand, because they are missing the necessary free space and light, according to which they then grow more slowly. On the other hand, this false measure and false handling leads to the fact that the growing trees will not become storm-strong, which means that they cannot flourish in their growth so that they are also resilient against great storms. By the objectionable planting method, only tall and slender trees grow, which cannot be storm-safe in their diameter. Should storm-safe and strong trees grow accordingly, then these cannot, under any circumstances, be planted so densely that they mutually obstruct themselves in growth and that they become storm unsafe. And besides this, they must be deforested at a later time in order to provide at least one other part with the opportunity to grow and live. The too close planting method further leads to the fact that the younger natural wood can neither generate nor regenerate seeds, whereby the necessary space for tall growth will, of course, also be missing. Therefore, young trees can only be planted so that they have enough living space in every respect, which is why a distance from plant to plant between 270 cm to 300 cm should be followed. For this, an absolute minimum of 255 cm applies, which cannot be exceeded. Another evil to be seen in forests on Earth is that, in general, only monocultures are elected, which is fundamentally wrong. Only mixed forests are fully beneficial and appropriate for the use of wood, as well as for the prosperity and continuance of the birds and all forest animals. All these animals bring people more benefit than harm, but by people, they were reduced by poisons, chemicals, and hazardous hunting, or even partly eradicated. And on the other hand, possibilities for life were taken from these animals by the monocultures of trees and by the removing of hedges and bushes, as well as through the advancing of construction into the open fields and to the edges of forests, etc.
You have not told me anything new.
For the unknowing, however, this is of importance. However, I would still like to thank you now for the fact that you devote yourself daily to your study, even though it is very arduous for you.
It is, of course, for me, so why should I not make an effort?
Even if it goes better for you, everything is still extremely strenuous for you. I just hope that you do not suffer a setback from the whole enterprise.
Why, I am really much better. I feel this myself.
Certainly, but now you are in a limbo stage.
What does that mean?
The threshold of the transition between high and low. This stage is very critical, as you know. In this stage, the smallest, slightest, and most trifling occasion can lead to the fact that everything you have recovered in your health could collapse within the shortest time, which you should watch out for. It can only be hoped that no more negative actions appear from the group members, which could lead to such a setback.
I hope not, because everything has been rather well recently.
That is also our conclusion. We have noticed all of the very great efforts, which entitle us to the hope that now everything is still developing correctly, as it should have already been doing long ago.
I hope that it actually works.
We are all delighted about this development, which is why we also want to prove our relevant thanks by deciding to give you, in the coming time, a number of good photo opportunities for my new ship, which I should receive in the middle of this coming week.
That is fantastic. But what do you mean by the coming time? You sometimes use broad terms.
In about 1 to 2 months. But now, my friend, it is my time to go. Goodbye!
Goodbye, my child. You have been a gigantic joy to me. Take care.